two-time First Division champions, two-time FA Cup winners. In 2009, they were competing in the Europa League with international players including Glenn Johnson, Peter Crouch, Jermaine Defoe, David James and Sol Campbell. But only 4 years later, they were in the minnows of English professional football, a shadow of their former selves. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the 50,000 subscriber special. It is time to rebuild Portsmouth. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. This is the biggest rebuild we have done and we will probably ever do. Ever since I started this rebuilding series, people have been leaving comments saying, rebuild Portsmouth, you need to rebuild Portsmouth. And I thought to myself, why not save it for a special occasion? 50,000 subscribers. I didn't expect for it to come this early, in all honesty. I thought I'd maybe have another week or two to record this, but you guys have just been showing mad love to the channel lately. A massive thank you for 50,000 subscribers. My goal for 2017 was to hit 50,000 before Christmas, and we've done it in March. But honestly, I don't know what I'm expecting heading into this rebuild. I don't know how many seasons it's going to take us. I don't know what challenges we're going to have ahead of us. It is going to be epic. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign. And finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. Most of these rebuilds tend to take around 10 to 12 hours, so I'm expecting this to take about 24 to 30 hours to record. But if you do want to enjoy this massive rebuild, make sure that you smash that like button and bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. So for League 2 standards, we have a pretty decent squad. I expect us to win the league quite comfortably in this first season. Just looking at the squad, there's 3 places that I want to improve in this first season. I want to bring in a brand new goalkeeper, maybe not 66 rated, but someone that can replace Ford because he is 36 years of age. He's going to retire very soon. I want to get some fresh blood in. I also want to bring in a brand new, very cheap centre back. You can see here we've got Watmo, Davies, Clark and Burgess, all very good players, but we've got 4 centre backs in the whole club. In a big season, we need some more players. And finally, I want to bring in a young and a developing center attacking midfielder, someone that can replace Roberts. Once again, he is aging, 32 years of age. We have nobody else that is a center attacking midfielder. So I want to bring in a young, decent potential center attacking midfielder to last us 1 or 2 seasons. Alright fellas, we are going to sign our first player in this Portsmouth rebuild, a new goalkeeper, Joe Wildsmith from Sheffield Wednesday, £650,000. He'll come straight into the starting 11. Another signing here, another English signing. I'm looking to build a nice core of English youngsters in these first few seasons on our path to hopeful Premier League promotion. But Joe Aribo from Charlton Athletic is signing as our new centre attacking midfielder. And we have managed to bring in a brand new backup centre back. This one's a little bit personal for me. It's Dylan Fox from the Wellington Phoenix. And a bit of a fun fact, if any of you care, I am good mates with Dylan Fox's girlfriend's brother. So my good mate, his sister is dating Dylan Fox. Met him a few times, decent guy, but hopefully he's going to be a part of our Champions League winning squad. Get in there fellas, we had a little bit of money. We had a lot more money actually than I expected after we brought in those 3 players. So I thought, let's upgrade our centre midfield a bit more. And I've brought in one of the best hot young talents in English football. Tom Davies from Everton is signing to the club for £900,000. What a steal. So here we are concluding the opening transfer window. It's been a pretty successful window, if you ask me. Our squad, it's looking pretty damn strong. That's not the squad, that's the squad. So, right now in the league, we are sitting in 4th position, early days, but right now I am going to simulate to January, see how we're going. So here we are on the 1st of January, and it hasn't been a great start to the season. We are on the edge of the playoff zone. We are in 7th position. If we end the season here, I'll be somewhat content because we still have a chance of getting up to the League One. But we need to have a big second half of the season. Only 3 points out of the automatic qualification spots, which is definitely a plus. But right now, in January, there's only one position that we need to strengthen. I'm going to go in for a pre-contract signing for a right back. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so I said I wanted to bring in a new right back on a free deal, and we have done just that. Kieran Freeman from Sheffield United, the Blades, will be joining us next season for free. So here we are, we have simulated to the end of the first season, and we have won the League 2. We did have a very good second half of the season, as we expected to, but look how close this title was. We were in 7th position, I think it was, in January. There's only 9 points between us and 7th place. That is a ridiculously close league. If we lost one more game, we would be in the playoff zone right now. Gotta feel for Colchester, but we're going up to the League One next season with Notts County and Mansfield Town. In the other competitions, we did not make the round of 16 of the FA Cup, but I do know that we made the round of 32. And in the EFL Cup, we didn't make the round of 16 either, but we're not really expecting to go far in those tournaments yet. For those of you interested in the squad report at the end of Season 1, here it is. I'm not going to be doing one every single season because I expect this to be a very long career mode, a very long rebuild, so I don't really want to be going through this, adding extra minutes every single season. And I'm trying not to make this video friggin' hours long, trying to keep it nice and compact, but this is the squad. A lot of players growing quite nicely. I'm pretty excited to see how we go next season. Season 1 ends. We have had one successful promotion. Let's see if we can go back to back next season and make it into the championship. Bring on the Football League 1. So kicking off season number 2 here, I thought we needed to go in for another centre midfielder in the squad, get rid of some aging players. I've had 3 players accept contracts: Ryan Ledson, the former Everton youngster, Ben Stevenson, and Andre Dozzell. All pretty decent deals, all pretty decent players, but I am going to go in and give Tom Davies, a fellow Evertonian, we're going to sign Ryan Ledson for £1.1 million. So heading into the second season, this is what our squad looks like right now. A very strong side, all around the mid-60s mark. We got Smith back from loan. We've got Freeman into the club, and we have signed Ledson, so we've made some decent improvements. We've got a decent amount of squad depth as well, and we've got a fair amount of money to play with, so we're going to have to see what we can do and what deals we can get in for decent players. So we had a fair bit of money. We went the distance in the preseason tournament, so we had about £4 million to spend after the tournament, and I thought, why not go in for a top quality English young striker? And I have had 5 of the best prospects in English football accept contracts. So we have had Mason Bennett, Dominic Solanke, Adam Armstrong, Sam Gallagher, and James Wilson all accept contracts, all for very good prices as well. But there was one of these players that I definitely wanted to sign. No matter if we got them, they were going to be the one we signed. And that is Adam Armstrong from Newcastle United. He is signing for Portsmouth for £2.7 million. I said heading into this rebuild that in the first few seasons, I wanted to build a nice core of English talent. And if you look at our squad, we have a very strong core of English talent. I'm very happy with the progress we've made so far. I don't know how we're going to go in this season. We might be able to push for the playoffs, but I wouldn't be too upset if we just stayed in the League One and made solid and realistic strides up the groups. Up the competitions, I should say. So here we are in January, and we are doing so much better than I expected us to be doing. We are sitting in 3rd position, only 3 points off the automatic promotion zone to the championship. I'm gotta be honest, I did not expect us to be going this well. Yes, we have an amazing squad. Yes, we have a growing squad. But no, I didn't think it was playoff friggin' automatic qualification quality. If we can keep this up in the second half of the season, I will be absolutely thrilled. So I have been putting in some pre-contract offers. We need to bring in some new midfielders. I'm just preparing for us to be in the championship next season. Even if we don't make the championship, these players will come in quite handy for our side. So the first player we're signing is Ousmane Fane from Oldham Athletic on a free transfer. And we'll bring in another free transfer here, Tim Chow from Ross County in the Scottish League, an English midfielder coming in on a free. And another midfielder coming in here on a free. I'm trying to get rid of we got a lot of older midfielders in the squad. I'm trying to phase them out and bring in some new young talent. Craig Slater joining the squad as well. So here we are at the end of Season 2 and somehow we have got back-to-back promotions. I promise you, this has not been I have not cheated. I had people on the last Leeds rebuild saying that I cheated to get into the Premier League and to survive. Trust me, FIFA is just that cooked that we finished second. Rotherham absolutely destroyed the league. And going down are Coventry, Gillingham, Northampton and Port Vale. But we are going into the championship. I was not expecting that. In the FA Cup, we didn't make it to the round of 16 once again. Same deal with the EFL Cup. Hopefully we can do better in those two tournaments in Season 3 and beyond. We won the Checker Trade Trophy, which I really don't care about. I'm honestly that surprised that we ended up getting automatic promotion. Yes, you can see we've got a very good side, but it was surprising. I'm pretty excited to see how we go next season, however. A lot of work to do if we want to survive. So I'm very surprised to be saying this, but let's get into Season 3. Let's get into the bloody championship. Get in there. What progress we've made. So this is our squad heading into the championship, heading into Season 3, and I am expecting us to spend the next 2 or 3 seasons in the championship because we don't have a Premier League ready squad and we need to build towards that. We need to think long term and we need to start getting our squad prepared for a Premier League shot. For me, that means putting a lot of our older, sort of deadwood players on the transfer list, getting rid of them and bringing in some fresh, young talent in. Although it's going to be pretty hard to do in this first season with £2 million transfer budget. Thanks, EA. So we have sold our first player for Season 3, and if I'm being honest, I think it's... Whoa, it just started raining outside. That rain is ridiculous, but I think it's the first player we've sold in the entire series, in the entire rebuild. Drew Talbot going to Cheltenham Town for £70,000. And we have sold another player here. Amin Linganzi has gone to Burton Albion for £400,000. And we've sold 2 more players, slowly getting rid of a bit of our older players. So Danny Rose, no, not the Tottenham one. Our midfielder Danny Rose has gone to Millwall for £350,000. And Cal Naismith has gone to Blackburn for £675,000. Alright fellas, so I thought we need to bring in a new centre-back that can grow in the squad with us, and Reece Oxford, he's a player that's been hyped up quite a lot. Yes, I know, another Englishman. I'm going to start to slow down on the English signings, but we're going to sign Reece Oxford here, an absolute bargain for £2.6 million. So here we are on transfer deadline day. I thought we need to bring in a few rotational backup centre midfielders just to fill out the squad because we've only got 1 or 2 backups. So the first one we're going to bring in is Eddie Lacinzier. I just butchered that name, but he comes from Stoke City for £400,000. And the second one, I'm hoping we have enough wage to do this. It's Russell Canus. Yes, we can. He's going to sign from Hoffenheim. So I think we've done pretty good business considering the amount or the lack of money we had to work with. So we're going to finish up the first transfer window and I'll see you in January. So here we are in January and it's been a pretty good season so far. We are mid-table in the championship in 14th position. We're about 9 points clear or 10 points clear of the drop zone. So we just need to get some results, keep getting the results. I don't care if we finish bottom, like not bottom, but like lower, as long as we don't get relegated. That's all it is. I don't care about promotion this season, I just care about survival. At the top of the table, Bournemouth are 5 points clear of Newcastle, Nottingham, Huddersfield Wolves and Sheffield Wednesday. So here we are with 1 hour remaining in the January transfer window. We couldn't really sign anybody, we didn't have any money, and yeah, it was a bit of a difficult one, but we will simulate now to the end of the season to see where season 4 will be played. So at the end of season 3, not much has changed. We are staying up in the championship, which I'm pretty happy with. I think we were around this spot in January anyways, but Burton Albion, Sheffield United and Blackburn are all being relegated to Football League 1. Automatically going up to the Premier League is Bournemouth and Newcastle United. Norwich, QPR, Brentford and Wolves are fighting it out in the playoffs. Hopefully we're around that area next season. In the FA Cup, once again, we didn't make it into the last 16. Same deal with the EFL Cup, no real surprises there. And then going through our squad report at the end of season 3, the squad is developing quite nicely. I think next season we need to start adding some more depth to it and maybe some more quality. It's going to be quite hard with the limited finances that we have. Might have to sell on a few of our bigger name players to get some money into the club, but I'm not 100% sure. Gonna have to play that one by ear. Probably gonna end up selling Bennett and Lalkovic just because we don't play a formation with left mids and right mids. Adam Armstrong growing quite nicely, scored 13 goals this season, but that is our squad report for season 3. But anyways, that will conclude season number 3. A bit of a settling season. We had some problems with squad depth, but hopefully in season 4 we can have a solid crack at the Premier League. So starting off season 4, our second season in the championship, I thought we needed to bring in a first team left back to get our squad all into the 70s. So I've brought in Alex Gersbach. You may know him if you're Australian, but he currently plays left back for the Socceroos from time to time, playing in Rosenborg. £4 million, 74 overall. That is a top quality signing. So this is what our squad looks like at the start of season 4 now that we've signed Alex Gersbach. The players are all tired because we just had our first league game against Wolves, which we won 2-1, but the squad is looking quite nice. I think we can have a good attempt at promotion this season. For me personally, I think anything other than making the playoffs is a failure. So here we are on transfer deadline day, and we didn't have enough money to go out and buy a player as such, just through transfer sums, but I thought to myself at the last second, free agents, let's go and try seeing if there's any decent regens on the free agent market, and I didn't have enough time to scout them fully, so I don't know if they're that good, but I have put in contract offers, and contract offers have been accepted for 3 players here. Now this guy, Alberto Guimarães Lopez, I thought, oh, let's just offer him a future first team contract. He ended up getting me all the way to a crucial first team player contract. He kept saying that what I was doing was insulting, so I'm pretty excited to see what overall he is. Then this guy, Federico Llorente Rios. I'm signing all these guys because they can add to the squad, and if we could potentially sell them on for more money. So worst case scenario, we get more squad depth. Best case scenario, we get some amazing regens that we can sell for profit. The final one is Reece King. So let's go across and see what these guys are rated. I'm quite nervous. We're going to go all the way down. Holy crap! They're decent. Llorente Rios is 72 rated at 20 years of age. 3-star skills. King is alright, 61, so he's probably going to end up being just a squad rotation player. But Guimarães Lopez, 73 rated at 19 years of age. I can understand why he wants to be first team. He could slot in there, take Clark's spot easily. So that is going to conclude the first transfer window in Season 4. Pretty happy with the profit, well, not the profit, but the signings we made. We've brought in some decent players who I think can help us push for promotion. Alright, so here we are on the 1st of January, and it has been a very decent season so far. We are on the edge of the playoff zone. However, the table is so close. We are tied with Cardiff in 7th, and if you look all the way down, there's only 12 points between us and 14th place Huddersfield. But on the other end of the spectrum, there's only 3 points between us and 1st place Preston. So by the end of the season, who really knows where we'll be? It should be interesting, hopefully around this same area. So our first piece of player movement in this January transfer window is Nick Kabamba. He's gone to Yeovil Town for £110,000. So we don't have too much money to work with, but we've brought in one pre-contract player for next season, a very good signing, Olivier Ntacham. I've just butchered that name, I can tell it, but he's from Genoa, 79 rated, so he'll automatically be in our starting 11 next season. There it is, boys, we are going to the Premier League. Portsmouth are back in the top division. We finished equal first at the end of the season, tied on 86 points with Bristol. They win the league, however, with 31 a better goal difference. Clubs going down are Rotherham, Charlton, and Colchester, but we did pretty damn well. I'm surprised that it's Bristol City coming up with us as well. Once again, in the FA Cup, we didn't make it past the round of 16, and it's the same story in the EFL Cup, not even making it to the round of 16 there. So this is our final squad report in the Championship. Next season, we have the privilege of going back to the Premier League, and we have a pretty good squad to do that with. A lot of young players growing quite nicely. A lot of players that we're going to have to get rid of, and a lot of players that we need to bring in. Don't forget we've got that guy coming in on a pre-contract who's high 70s, so that'll come out quite nice, but I'm pretty excited. Next season's going to be all about survival, and then from there we will try to make European football. Heading into the 5th season, it is time to say goodbye Championship, hello Premier League. Alright, so here we are in season number 5 in the Premier League. We've sold our first player. It's Milan Lalkovic. He's gone to Leeds United for £1.7 million. We've sold another one of our original players. Gareth Evans has gone to Crewe Alexandria for £180,000. And we've had another player leave the club. Ender Stevens has gone to Bolton for £575,000. There's a lot of older players in the squad that I'm just trying to get rid of so that we have a very youthful squad, and I want to get some money in to bring in some new players. So I thought we needed a brand new goalkeeper in the higher 70s, a bit of Premier League experience to help us stay up in the Premier League. I had contract offers accepted for Fraser Foster and Vito Minone. However, at the last second, I noticed this guy here, Abel Casanova, a free agent Chilean goalkeeper. He is the same overall as Minone, a little bit less than Foster, but we can get him on a free transfer right now, and he looks like he's going to grow to be amazing. So I'm thinking we just go in and get him so much cheaper and a better long-term investment. So this is what our squad looks like now heading into our first Premier League season, and I'm pretty impressed with the squad we've been able to build. Finances are always going to be the hardest thing. We've wheeled and dealed. We've bought a nice squad of English and a couple foreign youngsters, and they're all starting to grow quite nicely all around the mid to high 70s. So I'm excited to see how we go this season. So here we are in January, and it's been a pretty decent start to the season. We are in 13th position. However, we're not too far out of the relegation zone, only 6 points ahead of Bristol City, so we need to make sure we keep the results going. On the other hand, we're 9 points out of the top 4, so just like last season in the Championship, anything could happen. But right now, I am going to try signing at least one major player on a pre-contract, because I knew that I wasn't going to try spending all our money in the opening transfer window, because 2021, a lot of the world's best players come off contract. So if we could buy just one amazing talent on a free contract, that would be great. No! You are kidding me! Holy crap! I was not expecting this. I just saw that he was off contract and I thought, let's just go in and try. Paul Pogba has signed for Portsmouth on a free transfer. I can't even get my words together. This is ridiculous. 94 rated Paul Pogba on a free. So we have sold Joe Wildsmith to Leeds United for £3.8 million. He's been here virtually since day one. He's been a great custodian to the club, but we don't need him anymore. So we had some more money left over, so I thought, why not? Let's go in for a new right back for next season. We're going to sign Jonas Svensson. I believe he's Swedish. He plays for AZ Alkmaar in the Dutch league. He is coming on a free. And I promise you guys, I've tried a lot to stay away from pre-contract signings in this Portsmouth rebuild. A lot of people were a bit pissed off by the amount of friggin' pre-contract players I signed when I did the Leeds rebuild, but sometimes you just can't resist them. Example, Pogba. So we have concluded our first season in the Premier League and we have survived. We have finished in 14th position on 43 points. Chelsea did win the league by quite a comfortable margin, 7 points ahead of Arsenal. And being relegated are Bristol, Crystal Palace and Wolves. We finally made the round of 16 in the FA Cup. We lost 2-0 to West Ham. And we made the round of 16 in the EFL Cup as well, but we lost 1-0 to Wolves. Season 5 is over. It was a nice and quick one, but now this gets interesting. The Paul Pogba era at Portsmouth begins. Can we make European football? Let's find out. This just does not look right. Paul Pogba at Portsmouth. So this is our squad heading into our second season in the Premier League. And honestly, we don't have enough money to be going out and buying world-class players to improve the squad and get us European football. So my thinking right now is to spend this transfer window filling up the squad with a lot of the regen free agent players. I'm going to spend this season just developing them, and then I'm going to sell them on next season, get a lot of money, hopefully, and then be able to sign some world-class players to get us a good shot at the Champions League. So the first regen free agent who has accepted a contract, Jack Bower, English centre defensive midfielder. He is signing for £15,000 a week. And we've signed another player here. I'm not even going to try pronouncing this guy's name, but I signed him straight away when I saw his value. He's 15 million in value. So much more than Casanova, the guy we have right now. So I'm pretty interested to see what overall this guy is. Let's have a look. 81 rated. Okay, I will take that. That is decent. So he'll come into our starting 11 now, and I don't know, I feel bad for Casanova. Two more free agent signings coming in. Trevor Camps, not quite sure what he's rated, but he has a decent value. I'm not too worried about signing these guys before I know what they're all about, because worst case scenario, I sell them on and make immediate profit. So here we are in January, halfway through the Premier League season, and we've had a pretty damn good start to the season. We are sitting in 7th position. Hopefully things go our way in the second half of this season, and we could potentially land ourselves a European spot for next season. I think for now, I'm going to be trying to go in for maybe 1 or 2 big name pre-contract signings, so that if we make European football next year, we can have a good crack at completing the challenge. Last season we signed Paul Pogba on a free. This season, another huge Premier League midfielder, Dele Alli from Spurs, in the peak of his career, coming to Portsmouth, 90 rated, get in there. And another Englishman coming to the side on a pre-contract, John Stones, now 88 rated, is going to be our top centre-back for next season. And we have sold a player here in January, Brandon Hornstrup, who's been with us since season 1, has moved to Shrewsbury for £405,000. Alright, so here we are at the end of the season. Not exactly where we wanted to be compared to where we were in January. We've gone down 3 spots, finishing dead middle in 10th position. Arsenal absolutely murdered the league. 91 points, fair play to them. The sides going down are Bournemouth, Burnley and Middlesbrough. But next season, with the signings we have coming in, we have to make the Champions League. I think realistically we'll be able to complete the challenge in the next 2 seasons, so I'm pretty excited to see how that goes. Let's get into season 7, I believe it is. Before we do that, we're going to check the rest of the competitions. Once again, didn't make the round of 16 in the FA Cup, didn't make the round of 16 in the EFL Cup, but here's our squad report at the end of season 6. Our squad is growing so nicely, such a good squad we have put together. With Dele Alli and John Stones coming in next season, I am so excited to just see what it looks like on paper. There's a few players I have to get rid of now that they're getting older and we've got all these players coming in. I need to get some money under our belt as well. Pogba's not going anywhere though. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it goes. As I said, 2 seasons, I think we'll be able to challenge for the Champions League. Our front line's looking beast. It's been a quick one, but season 6 comes to an end. Let's get into season 7. Alright, so here is our squad when we kick off season number 7, and it's looking pretty good. I've got a bit of a game plan for this season. So, Marcus Rashford is a player that I've wanted to sign at some stage in this rebuilding series. I especially had him in the back of my mind for this rebuild in particular. Now, he will be coming off contract at the end of this season, so my game plan is we use money and try to sign him on a free in January, and then in this transfer window, I want to bring in a right back. Svensson is 29 years old now, so he's going to be going down pretty damn soon. He's going to start decreasing in his stats. I want to get someone that's maybe a year or 2 younger than him just to refresh it a little bit. Not spend too much money, but slightly improve the squad. And then in January, try signing Marcus Rashford on a free. So let's try putting that into practice now. So we have sold our first player for season number 7. Tim Chow is going to Reading for £4 million. And we have signed a right back, Hysaj from Napoli. I know I'm pronouncing his name wrong. A lot of people got angry at me when I was pronouncing his name when I did the Napoli rebuild, but he is coming in for £11 million plus Jonas Svensson. And one of the regen free agents that we signed last year, Trevor Camps, has gone to Birmingham City for £2.6 million. 2 more players departing the club here. Once again, I'm minorly cleaning house, getting rid of a few of our older players. So Liam O'Brien is going to Crewe Alexandria for £260,000, and Jamal Lowe is going to Blackburn for £675,000. Another player departing the club, Joe Aribo, is going to Reading for £9 million. So here we are halfway through the season. Once again, we're up around that 6th place spot. Last year this time we were 7th, now we're 6th, but we are a lot closer. If you look at the top of the table, Chelsea are only 7 points ahead of us, so the main priority is that we get Champions League football. So I said at the start of the season, Marcus Rashford was my main priority to sign on a pre-contract, and we have done it. Marcus Rashford is joining us on a free transfer next season, and I'm going to tell you now, he will be the final player that I sign on a free contract, a pre-contract. I know lots of people don't enjoy it, and I've tried to limit it in this rebuild, but I really wanted to get Rashford, so no more pre-contracts after this one. So we're going to bring in a brand new centre midfielder. I felt like we've gotten rid of a fair few of them. We need to bring in a half-decent one, so we've brought in Pierre-Emile Højbjerg from our rivals, Southampton, taking away one of their better players. So on transfer deadline day, we have sold a player, Craig Slater, going to Cagliari for £4.6 million. And we are going to bring in another top centre-back, getting straight into our starting 11. It is going to be Nico Elvedi. He is coming in for £12 million plus Abel Casanova. So here we are at the end of the season, and next season we are going to be playing Champions League football. And if I'm being 110% honest, I genuinely think that we can complete the challenge. We should complete the challenge. Chelsea did win the Premier League, Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool all finishing below us. And the 3 teams being relegated are Watford, Leeds and Leicester. So 2 of our former rebuilds relegated. And even though we are an amazing squad, we still can't perform in the FA Cup. Brentford and Sunderland in the final, that is a weird matchup. And in the EFL Cup, we made it to the final for the first time, but we did lose 2-1 to Manchester United. That definitely sucks. So here we are at the end of Season 7. We're going to get into Season 8 now. Can we complete the rebuild in Season 8? Marcus Rashford coming to the club. We'll have to wait and see. So this is our starting 11 for season number 8. What a side we have managed to build. I'm pretty happy with the lack. We haven't signed that many pre-contract players. Yes, we've signed a lot of big name players on pre-contracts, but we've wheeled and dealed our way to the top, which I'm quite proud of. I think for this season there's one position I really want to improve, and that's I want to get another world-class goalkeeper. I'm prepared to sell Chima Chukwa. He was a free agent signing, and I want to get someone that's around the 90 mark, established already, that can help lead us to Champions League glory in Season 8. And there it is, we've gotten our goalkeeper, the one we wanted. Jack Butland is coming to the club. He's coming to Fratton Park, 32 million plus Chima Chukwu. That is the signing I wanted. Holy crap, I was not expecting this. So Sporting came in and offered like 20 million for Federico Llorente Rios. And I thought, if I sell him, it's going to have to be for a lot of money. So I counter offered 60 million and they went ahead with it. So we now have a decent war chest to upgrade for the rest of the season. So we have just upgraded our midfield and in turn completed this team. Yuri Tielemans coming to the starting 11, coming to Portsmouth, 87 rated, 46 million pounds plus Alberto Guimarães Lopez. I am actually that pumped up with what we've been able to do with this Portsmouth side. I feel so accomplished with this side. I didn't think that I would have Pogba, Ali, Rashford, Stones, Butland, all these big name players. And then you look at our bench, we have such a strong bench. Just ignore base. Besides that, everybody they could be in a starting 11 for a Premier League side. So for those of you interested in our Champions League group, this is it. Dortmund, Genk and Spartak Moscow. Half decent group. I think that it's going to be a battle for first and second between us and Dortmund, but we should qualify. I'm confident about that, fingers crossed. But it's time to simulate. Let's see how we went in our group stage. So we absolutely crushed the group stages. So did Dortmund, to be fair. There was just light and day between the two of us and the two of them. So we are going through to the knockout rounds for the first time, and our first time of asking, who are we going to be playing in the round of 16? We are playing Bayern Munich. Talk about a challenge. I'm not quite sure what their team looks now, considering it is 2023, but I'm sure they're still good. And if I'm being honest, I don't have enough money to go out and buy someone that's going to benefit our team, so I'm going to get straight into the friggin' knockout rounds against Bayern Munich. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can go on the run and complete the challenge this year. The first leg away at the Allianz Arena, we are taking on Bayern Munich, and this is going to be a real good test. Our squad's amazing, I won't deny that. It might even be better than this Bayern Munich side, I don't know, but I'm still very, very nervous. Let's see this Bayern Munich side. So they got Lafont, Lukaku, friggin' Sanchez, Alaba, Boateng, Christensen. Yes, their team is friggin' good. Joshua Kimmich, Hummel's on the bench. It's gonna be close. Let's see how we go in the first leg. Still 0-0. They get a goal, so it's 1-0 to them. Let's see if we can get an away goal. Please, fellas, don't make it hard for us. Rashford gets the away goal. Can we get another one? Can we take the lead going into the second leg? Come on. No, it ends 1-1, but at least we get an away goal. So we're stacked up against it for this second leg. Marcus Rashford is out for 2 months, and our other centre-back is out for about 4 weeks. So If we want to go through to the quarterfinals, we need some of our other players to step up. Pogba needs to step up. Dele Alli needs to step up. Friggin' Chaplin, he's getting an opportunity. He needs to step up. We've gotten away goals, so if it stays like this, we're sweet. 40th minute, still 0-0. Lukaku scores for them. Okay, we need to get a goal. We can't let them score again. Otherwise, we are in big trouble. Armstrong equalizes. Come on, let's steal it. Let's go through to the quarterfinals. No, we're going to extra time. This is tense, lads. We score. Hysaj scores in the 99th minute. No more goals, otherwise they go through on away goals. There it is. We're through to the quarterfinals. I was not expecting that. That is brilliant. Get in there. So it doesn't get any easier. We knock off Bayern Munich, and then we have another European friggin' superpower, Barcelona, in the quarterfinals. I'm interested whether Messi and all those players are still playing. I expect Neymar to be, but I don't know about Suarez or Messi. So the first leg is away at the Camp Nou. Fortunately, we have Elvedi back as our centre back, but still no Rashford. He's slowly making his comeback. I think he'll be back for the semi-finals if we make it through to the semi-finals. They still have Neymar, no Messi, no Luis Suarez. I think that's Dennis Suarez in the middle. They got Kurt Zouma, Umtiti. It's 0-0 still. We need some goals. We need an away goal. Let's make it a lot more comfortable than we did against Bayern Munich. Armstrong gets a goal in the 54th minute. They equalise though through Guerrero. Come on, can we get another goal, or is it going to end up 1-1 like the first leg against Bayern? Yeah, it's 1-1. We're getting an away goal. Let's hope we get the same result as we did in the second leg against Bayern Munich. So here it is, the second leg, and we are disadvantaged once again. John Stones missing this game through suspension. Picked up too many yellow cards, so our defense, it needs to hold strong. We need to get a goal. That would be nice. We don't necessarily need one. I'll take a 0-0 draw. That'll get us through on away goals, but a couple goals will make me feel a little bit more confident. So there's nothing really happening yet. Almost half-time now, and nothing has happened. We just can't let Barcelona score first. What is it going to be? 20 minutes to go, nothing happening. Almost 10 minutes to go, it's still 0-0. Will we go through? What a boring matchup, but we're going through to the semi-finals on a 0-0 draw. Semi-final time, baby. We are taking on Bayer Leverkusen. They defeated Lyon 4-0 in their quarterfinal matchup. The other semi-final is between Atletico Madrid and Arsenal. Atletico Madrid with a 2-1 lead there, but we are focused on ourselves. We need to get ourselves a Champions League spot. Come on, Portsmouth. So we get one striker back in Marcus Rashford, but we lose another. Adam Armstrong suffers an injury. 2 months, I think it was, for him, but that was a few weeks ago. So fingers crossed if we make the final, he'll be back for that. Not 100% confident though, but we can't worry about the final yet. We have to get 1 foot in the door. Once again, starting off on the road. Away goals are a necessity. We've left it nice and tight for the second leg each time. Let's see if we can make it nice and comfortable. Nothing happening again. Proves that our defense is pretty strong. We've only conceded 2 goals in the knockout stages to my knowledge. Or 3 maybe. I think we conceded 2 against Bayern. But is it going to end 0-0? It does. That's not good for us. The second leg here at home, we can't concede goals. We need to just absolutely dominate them. No Dele Alli for this second leg. He has picked up too many yellow cards. So it seems every single game in this Champions League campaign, we've had one obstacle. We score in the 4th minute. Gets in there and I still don't know how to pronounce his name, but he scores the goal in the 4th minute. If it stays like this, we are going to be qualifying for the Champions League final at our first time of asking. That would just be fantastic. Chaplin makes it 2-0. I was a little bit delayed there, but we are 2-0 up. Hazard gets one back for them. I hope that's Thorgan Hazard, not Eden Hazard. But we're going through to the Champions League final. 2-1 against Bayer Leverkusen. Who are we going to be facing? Arsenal or Atletico Madrid? So we are going to be facing Atletico Madrid for the Champions League final. Can we complete the challenge? They defeated Arsenal 5-1 in the semi-final, so they are going to be in red-hot form. but we have an amazing squad. This squad, I still can't get over some of the signings we've made. Can we complete the challenge? The biggest one to date? Let's find out. Quick little reference for the rest of our season. We finished in 4th position, so at least if we don't win tonight, we have another crack next season. However, we won the FA Cup. Finally, we won the FA Cup. We absolutely destroyed Man City in the final 4-0. And once again, we stick with tradition. We don't even make the last 16 in the EFL Cup. I'm going to go through a final squad report potentially, just in case we win the Champions League final. This is the squad we have going into it. Pretty decent squad. The growth has slowed down a little bit, but a lot of our players, it's just ridiculous. Unfortunately, Adam Armstrong isn't going to be competing in the Champions League final. He is still injured, which makes me very, very, very upset because he's been here since like season 2 or something, season 3, so it's pretty annoying to see him not there. Connor Chaplin, however, has been here since day 1, so he's starting in a Champions League final. And here's a quick look at the Atletico Madrid side that we will be facing. Antoine Griezmann there, Yusuf Poulsen, he's a Chinese sports career mode hero from the Crystal Palace save. But a lot of you guys wanted me to go through the general squads. They got Yannick Carrasco, Jordi Clarty, Koke, Saul Oliver Torres. Anybody else in there? What's their backline like? They got Manquillo, Theo Hernandez, Jose Maria Jimenez, Lucas Hernandez, Velazquez. They've got a half decent side. In fact, it's a pretty good side. But enough rambling on. Let's get into the Champions League final.
Same old town. I wonder if it fades away, haunting me now. All the things I heard you say, but I know in the end you'll wish to take it back, and you'll hope a part of me wants to mend it. So long now. To break free from you and I. So long now.
After 4 days of recording this, we have an opportunity to win the Champions League final. Let's win it for Portsmouth. Here we go. See him out wide. It's Alex Gersbach, the young Australian, on the ball. He's going to go there to Dele Alli. He's going to go to Tielemans. I want to get it to Pogba and have a long shot attempt. We're going to keep passing it around. Dele Alli has the strike, puts it over. Oh, now they're through. Griezmann up against Elvedi. He's on a bad angle, but he cuts inside, goes to Carrasco. That is a crucial block from John Stones. Here we go, we're pushing forward. It's been a pretty average first half. We haven't had too many opportunities. Oh, good stuff, Yuri Tielemans. Here we go. Not a good pass at all to Marcus Rashford, but it's still on. Dele Alli. Rashford with the tackle. He's going to go there to Paul Pogba. Come on, can we get the lead before halftime? We have been so bad. Oh, Paul Pogba again with the interception. Come on, fellas. Chaplin, cutting around. Chaplin hits it straight at the keeper. It's been a pretty average first half. Can't get it away. Carrasco, just before halftime. I pushed up a bit too far with John Stones. Now they've got numbers in the box. They shoot. What a block from friggin' Alex Gersbach. I thought we stuffed up big time there. They are probably going to have the last possession of the game. Deep into first half stoppage time. It's Jimenez saved from Jack Butland. We get the corner here. Paul Pogba whipping this one in. Somebody get your head to it. It goes out to the centre back. Elvedi hits that one. Oh my god, the centre back almost scored a screamer. Here we go. Tielemans going to Pogba. Olivier. We're starting to get into our rhythm. We're starting to learn how to play with these guys. Oh, good stuff, Rashford. Not a foul. We go through there. Marcus Rashford. He's going to finesse it. Oh, saved. That would have been a great freaking goal. Going to Dele Alli. Chaplin. To Rashford. Chaplin through. Great through ball. Connor Chaplin shoots. Scores. The man that has been here since season number 1. Connor Chaplin gives us the lead with 20 minutes to play in the Champions League final. You couldn't write it any better. Our captain our most experienced Portsmouth player, scores a goal. Great composure from Marcus Rashford to get the ball right there, hold it up and wait and place it so well. And that is a world-class finish from the young English striker. Rashford, that is lovely football. We're still on here. We're really starting to find our zone. Dele Alli, I see you out wide, Alex Gersbach. We are starting to dominate Atletico Madrid. Gersbach running through, holding it up. Keep going, Alex. Alex Gersbach, that would have been an amazing goal. Oh, crap. They're through. They've got the numbers. They're pushing forward. What a tackle from Hysaj. He has had a fantastic Champions League final. Now can we hit them? Can we put this to bed? Chaplin going to Rashford, not the greatest of passes. Here we go. Alex Gersbach going to Dele Alli. We just need to hold on to possession, maybe get another goal and secure the final. We can't do it, but it's a great tackle from Hysaj once again. Running through. He's going to go. He gets absolutely clotted. Paul Pogba, though, hits that one. Shocking finish. Oh, crap. And since Hysaj stayed down, they've got a counter-attack going. John Stones, you need to tackle Vieto. Oh, he does it with absolute ease. What more could you want from that? If we hold on to possession, I think this Champions League, yes, it is. We win the Champions League final. The greatest rebuild to date. The greatest journey. 8 seasons in. And Portsmouth are European champions. Thank you guys if you have stayed to this point. It has been such a trek, such a journey. I loved producing this rebuild. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you leave a like on the video. Scorpion, kick that subscribe button if you are new around here. And make sure you check out my social media links, my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my Twitter. All that good stuff linked down below. But I'll let you guys enjoy the title celebrations. It's been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.
Big, big.